Hey, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us once again at the Shy Ride Show here on CAN TV Channel 21 at 5:30 on Thursdays, sponsored by the Englewood Enterprise Gallery. Yes, that is us once again. All right, the Englewood Enterprise Gallery. We're located at 7039 South Wentworth Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. Our phone number, we can be reached at 773-719-9848. For our email, we are enterprisegallery@gmail.com. That is enterprisegallery@gmail.com. And to check out our website is www.englewood.enterprisegallery.com. That's EnglewoodEnterpriseGallery.com. All right. It's such a pleasure to be back once again. It's a blessing from the Most High. Thank you for joining us, all our friends out there in TV land who watch us regularly, our millions of viewers that we have tuning in, just waiting to see what new news is coming out of the Englewood community. But we're only reporting positive news, you know. It's enough violence and it's enough horrible stuff going on in the world, you know, the horrible things that people are doing to children out here, how countries are treating each other, and we on the verge of war and all of these other horrible things. That's another reason why art is so important. You know, I love to bring things back around to art and creativity. You know, a lot of times I may be mad and upset and I may have been angered by somebody, but sometimes when I'm able to sit down and do something creative and exercise my mind and my creativity and tap into myself and find creative and colorful ways to express how I feel, that really helps put me at peace. You know, so that's what we try to promote at the Englewood Enterprise Gallery. All right. And once again, thank you for joining us. For those of you all who don't know who we are, all right, we are the Englewood Enterprise Gallery, located at 7039 South Wentworth. We are the South Side's newest creative co-working space. By creative co-working space, that means that we have an art gallery on site. We like to promote and network with local as well as international artists. We have a lot of creative work projects that come out of the gallery. We also engage in public art projects, like one of our public art projects done on 63rd and Halsted. If you're ever in the area, you can always pass by right across the street from the Whole Foods over there, 63rd and Halsted. That's one of our internationally renowned public art projects performed by the Englewood Enterprise Gallery. Also, we engage in community development. As a matter of fact, we have an open house going on this weekend, Sunday from 12 to 4. It is a free open house, and our open houses are our opportunity to invite the community in to see all the wonderful things that we have to offer at the Englewood Enterprise Gallery, especially this Sunday. We're going to be having some free art classes for the children. We always have free art classes and free art modules and workshops as a part of our open houses, so we invite you to bring the children out. Also, we're going to have what we're launching, we call the Fatherhood Fellowship. And that will be pretty interesting. The Fatherhood Fellowship is all about us engaging and continuing the conversation of men in the community on how we can get together, better develop our skills and our aptitudes as fathers and as men in our community, how we strategize on taking our community back, as well as continuing to build healthy and strong families, as well as how do we create and instill new traditions of building healthy and strong families. So we are looking to engage with brothers who are engaged in mentoring organizations, working with young people, and we really want to get the conversation going on, as well as promote and engage in healthy activities, you know, to build camaraderie and fellowshipping amongst the men in the community. And I feel that that is very important for us to do, even before we can get to the discussion of solving the problems that we have in our communities and in our neighborhoods. So all of that is going to be a part of our open house that we'll have going on this Sunday on April 30th at the Englewood Enterprise Gallery. Also, we're going to have what I like to call our Spring Fling art sale. All right, so you can find out all of that type of stuff by checking out our Facebook, Englewood Enterprise Gallery, as well as going to our website, EnglewoodEnterpriseGallery.com. So, once again, it's such a pleasure to be here, and there's so many awesome things going on in the neighborhood and the community. And once again, we welcome you to call in because, you know, we could come up with random topics and things like that. But what we like to promote is how can we continue to come up with solutions for the things that's plaguing our community? Violence, drugs, and all of these horrible things that bring us down. What we like to propose is art. Okay, but we like to open the format for our friends and community members to call in and let us know what they think. As a matter of fact, I think I hear the phone ringing now. Who do we have on the line?
Yes, sir. I called last week.
Yes.
Had a nice conversation.
Yes.
You know what? All of the stuff we talk about was no good. Cause I remember when I was a young kid and your mom and dad had jobs. Everybody got along. Grandma took care of us. But now, everybody's fighting because there are no jobs.
Yes.
We got to start doing something. And who you work for, or you're the boss, or whatever, Englewood Enterprise is a start.
Yes.
In the right direction.
Yes, sir.
But it's just not enough right now. There's just too much. There's too much violence and stuff out there.
Yes.
Now, if we in every neighborhood, got together, and as one big conglomerate, that would be a lot different than one here, one there. Because not that the program is no good, it's just that the program don't get among enough people.
Yes, yes. Let me add on to what you're saying, bro, because you hit on a very important topic or very important element. Working together. All right. Unity is very important in community development. We got to work together, not just in our community. All communities need to work together. We have to learn from each other and create that camaraderie that I'm speaking of. So that's an excellent point, my brother. Then you talked about something else, enterprise, like the Englewood Enterprise Gallery. But enterprise, we need money. All right, we got to have money. It takes money to keep the doors open and the lights on at the Englewood Enterprise Gallery. But how do we get it? That brings me to an interesting fact that I stumbled up on, and it's one of the things that motivate me every day when I get up. All right, they say that there is new brain research. All right, there's new brain research that shows that art not only promotes creativity, it also promotes neuroplasticity, which is increasing your smartness and some scientific talk. All right. It also helps social development as well as self-worth. All right. Now, that's an important component right there. Self-worth. Jobs is important, but even more important than a job is we got to know what we worth. All right. If you don't know what you're worth, then you're not going to even understand what you're working for. All right. A lot of people who even have jobs out here are not making enough to survive. All right. So people need multiple jobs. You got to have more than one iron in the fire, as grandma used to say. But that brings me to another interesting point. You got to be creative and think outside the box. That is why art and creativity is so important, because we need jobs, but we also need to be creative. All right. Because we can't just have it be about money. All right. We got to do things to increase our self-worth. So we not only get money, but we are able to redistribute money into our communities and build them back up. So that through resilience, we can build ourselves back up, and we won't be always having to rely on a handout. And we always won't have to rely on what the powers that be, as some people like to call them, all right, what they have trickling down. All right. So I think that is a very, very good point. And it also brings me to another interesting thing that I would like to share with you all. So just bear with me because I'd like to show you some of the awesome stuff that we're doing at the Englewood Enterprise Gallery.
Children's art parties. Children's art parties.
Wow, that's awesome. That is some nice stuff right there. Actually, I think we got a caller on the line, so I'm gonna let this next caller speak because we appreciate all the support. Caller, are you there?
You really want to hear the truth? Man, I commend you for everything what you're doing, and you deserve all the pats on the back. But this is the problem is, man.
Yes.
They don't want, especially young black children, to be able to think, to be able to create it, and be analytical. And the bottom line is they want the black children to be like cut up like chicken, like, and be served up like at Colonel Sanders because there's people that's making money off of it. They want our black children to be subservient. And it's a shame sometimes, even the parents telling children a lot of time, don't ask questions, all right? Don't try to define certain things. Don't always do everything like every way people tell you to do. And we don't tell children sometimes, to think. You got the employers, they don't want children to think. They just want us to obey them. That's all. That's the bottom line. And then, like I said before, they got people that make money off other people's misery. They don't want to educate children. And I'll give you a good example. I'll make you a deal. If I'm lying, you call me a liar, okay?
Break it down, brother. Let me hear what you're talking about.
Okay. First of all, we got that campus, Englewood, Kenny King campus, right?
Yes.
Now, have you been to Malcolm X?
The new one or the old one?
The new one.
I haven't had the pleasure yet.
That was built in 2016. Now, that's decked out. Wright was built back in 1995. That's decked out. What they put over in Englewood, they built it for the blacks. They didn't put no money in it whatsoever.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. That's an excellent point. I'm going to beg to differ because I'm going to tell you the truth. They went from one building to 6 buildings over there. All right? So, and that's something that I know about personally. Now, I can't verify a comparison on what's going on the inside, but we got a 6-building campus that's right over there in the community. It's a culinary institute in there. It's a theater in there. They tore down that old one that was falling apart and built a brand new one. All right, so I feel you, bro. I feel you, but let me. One other point that you made. You say they want to cut our children up. You absolutely right, bro. But if we study history and the stories of history, that's what they tried to do to the god Osiris, right? They tried to cut Osiris up into many different pieces. But what happened is that Osiris was put back together. You can't cut up God, brother, and we have to tap into that God state that's within us, that innate creativity that allows us to build and continue to create so that we can't be put in no obstacles and in no boxes because we build around boxes.
They don't want to invest in black neighborhoods at all because, like I said, that campus Kenny King is a piece of crap. Look at our local library. It's a piece of crap. Go down to Chinatown and see how their library is. They don't want to invest in black children because why? It is by design. It is by plan. And these parents need to tell these children, stop letting somebody make money off of you.
Yes.
Off of your misery.
Yes. You're absolutely right, brother. That's why it's even more important that we exercise our creativity and stay focused on vision, all right? And in order to have vision, you got to be innovative. You got to be forward thinking. You got to be thinking about the future. We can't be stuck in the past, all right? We got to be thinking about not just the now, but what's happening after now. What's happening 20, 30, 40, 50 years down the line. And I'm going to tell you the truth. Me being black, all right, I have an opinion as well, and I think that our people lack vision. That's why the Englewood Enterprise Gallery is so important, because we have to start on the basic level with having our young children continue to explore their creativity so that they can continue to create the future that we need. You have to have the image of the nation that you want to see. And to do that, you got to exercise imagination. That's some powerful stuff. I got to go to this over here just to remind you who we are and what we're about. We are the Englewood Enterprise Gallery, located at 7039 South Wentworth Avenue in the Englewood community, Chicago, Illinois. All right. Our email address is enterprisegallery@gmail.com. That's enterprisegallery@gmail.com. And you can always check out our website, www.englewood.enterprisegallery.com. That's englewood.enterprisegallery.com. Man, it's getting heated up in here. We got some good callers, and I love it because we're here to discuss the issues that are affecting our community. But at the same time, let's discuss solutions. Let's not dwell on the problems. We want some solutions as well. My solution is that we continue to build institutions that allow us to address our issues. But we don't just need to address them. We need to come up with solutions and build on solutions. Let's keep that conversation going. Meanwhile, I would love to show you some more awesome stuff that we're doing in the Englewood community. So bear with me because I'm sure you'll enjoy this. Wow, okay, man, some more awesome stuff. More awesome stuff. You know, that's what we like to promote. The conversation, since we're talking about enterprise, money and capital is important. But one of the important things that we like to promote at the Englewood Enterprise Gallery is not finding ourselves trapped in a box or seeing a glass ceiling. How do we utilize our creativity and our innovation to stay forward thinking and maneuver around these obstacles that we see in our community? Some people think that jobs will help cease violence. I think it takes more than a job. You got people with jobs that go home and beat their woman or their wife every day. That don't cure violence. What helps cure violence is practicing love for yourself and for the people around you. What helps cure violence is exercising compassion and empathy for your fellow man. These things help cure violence. And what is used as a therapy for some of the ills of the world is arts and creativity. And that's what we have to offer as a solution. But at the same time, it is important that we keep the conversation going. That's why we have an open house. Once again, April 30th, this Sunday at the Englewood Enterprise Gallery, we have an open house so that we can continue to keep this conversation going. It's a free event. We're launching an initiative called the Fatherhood Fellowship so that we can get some of these men that's out there calling in to come out. Let's network. Let's put these ideas together and see how we come up with solutions. All right. We have to think about how do we prevent ourselves from starving out here. All right. Starvation is a tactic of war. And if somebody is trying to keep you from being able to eat, then we have to exercise our creativity to see how we're going to produce our next meal. My time is winding down to the wire, but we got one more caller, so we're going to take this other caller before we do this outro. And I appreciate y'all's support. We got somebody on the line? Yes, sir.
What's up? It's Cookie James, man. South Show.
Yes.
What show?
Oh, everything is blessed, sir.
Yeah, we're talking about how we're going to end things and get away from this violence that kind of is setting in.
Yes.
As an older brother, I mean, I'm just out here, just talking. When you talk real with people, man, real will set in. It ain't gonna be too hard, man, if we start just being real with one another, man. Because we being moved around,
True.
and we know we kind of settled right now with Trump being president. And we feeling kind of like, what's the future? You know what I'm saying? So everybody got their own little thing they speaking, but it's all about, man, hey, we black Indians. That's why I tell young brothers, a lot of times we don't have that parent to give us that information. We're black Indians, man. Indian mean black. Michael Jordan was a black Indian. Miles Davis was Indian. You know what I'm saying? We're native people.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So when Christopher Columbus came, he said, man, the people, we was already here, dog. He said,
Yes.
the people look like Ethiopians from Africa.
That's interesting, bro. Let me throw something at you because I was just listening on public radio, all right, and these archaeologists, which we knew, just like you've explained, we already knew that the historical narrative is incomplete, all right, and they want to date people here only 12 to 15,000 years ago. But what they just discovered is that some people over there, they found artifacts on the East Coast that actually date back to civilization being here about 120,000 years ago. And it totally disrupts the narrative that they have created about people that have traveled to this land. And this group of people that came 100,000 years before they want us to believe people were here, they don't even know where they came from, which we pretty sure we know where they came from, but they don't want to disrupt the narrative that they promoting. But that's some interesting facts. But I think that what the last gentleman was saying is that ultimately knowledge itself can be a cure for some of the ills that you may have. When you've been put in a situation where you've been erased of your history, of your culture, of your knowledge, of your understanding of even who you are, and you speak in a foreign tongue and representing foreign gods, not to get too deep with it, you may find you and your people anywhere in the trick bag. So knowledge itself is important, but you can't limit yourself to one strain of knowledge because history is so vast, they're realizing new aspects of it every day. So we must continue our studies. That increases that neuroplasticity like we're talking about. Once again, before I get off the line, another important event that I would love to share with you is that we have an awesome paint party coming up at the gallery. It is for Mother's Day, and I just wanted to share this with you. We have a Mother's Day paint party that's going to be on May 13th at the Englewood Enterprise Gallery. My focus is kind of messed up, but I know you can see that. Check out our website or our Facebook page to find out more information about that. Before I get out of here, because they're going to kick me off the air in a couple minutes, I'd just like to show you one more awesome thing that we're doing in the community, all right? And we don't want to cut nobody off, but we got to keep the conversation going. We try to limit it to 2 minutes. It's so many issues that we have to address, and the important thing is that we recognize is that solutions is like a movement. There are many working parts of a movement. There ain't no one solution. There's many different solutions. So keeping the conversation going helps us look at all angles of the problem as well as every potential solution that we can come from. All right. So check this out right quick, and I hope you like it. All right. Appreciate it. All right, man, that's awesome. It warms my heart every time I see the great stuff that we're doing in the community. It's about community building. It's about unity. Let's keep the conversation going. Let's not end it here. Come out to our open house April 30th. Come out, network, and connect. You can see what the Englewood Enterprise Gallery is all about. We do podcasting from over there, and we're about keeping this conversation going. They about to pull a plug on me, but I wish we had an extra 30 minutes. One day we will. I appreciate y'all for joining us. Let's keep the calls coming. And let's keep networking and connecting. All right, Englewood Enterprise Gallery, we out.